Let's relearn the lead now. God, I forgot how much I love this song. Why did I stop playing this song? All right, let's see. Let's listen to the original recording, shall we? Terrordactyl. What's happening? Sum 41, please. Man, I'll be honest, I don't think I know any Sum 41 songs, like, just off the top of my head. How's it go? Something like that? I don't know. Terrordactyl. All right, here's the mastered version of this song. Flat tip. Oh, fat lip. Yeah. All right, let me get it. Okay, so that's your melody. Okay, cool. I think I've got that chorus, or that verse now. Let's see. There we go. How does this part go? It's kind of fun relearning my old songs, but sometimes it's kind of embarrassing. So I'm like, oh, can't believe I forgot how to play this. All right, let's see. This is Terrordactyl. That's pretty easy to relearn because that's like the kind of melody I would write. So I did actually transcribe this solo too. All right, so I like that middle riff there. And then I didn't transcribe the rest. But I think I have a video playthrough of me doing this. I think somewhere. I like that little bit there. You know, it's pretty simple, but I think that's cool. All right. So let's take this from the top, I think. Shall we? Here we go. Ah. Something like that. Well, I don't remember this. That's okay. So let me listen to that again. That's pretty easy. Let me just go up an octave. And then we're back to the intro. All right, cool. Ah. What's the last chord? What was that? Yo, what was the last chord? I feel so dumb. I can't forget. Oh, it's a C? Oh, that's so weird. Because I don't think I play a C chord like anywhere in the song. So that's bizarre. Okay, let me tune up real quick. How's everybody doing this morning? It is 6:12 a.m. here in Texas, over in the United States. Where's everybody from? Where are you guys beaming in from? I'm relearning my song Terrordactyl from 2022. 2022, is that when I put this out? So my album Bourassa is probably the album I'm most pleased with. Zara X says, hey, what's happening? So let's see if we can play this. Let's get the backing track going. And again, this is my song Terrordactyl from 2022. I'm relearning it, trying to relearn some of my songs, get together a good like 30-minute set. And then I've been playing it as a hired gun in other people's bands for the past couple of years. And I don't know, I'm kind of getting the itch to maybe put together my own band again and start trying to play out with some of my own songs. It's all instrumental rock, so not a huge market for that. It's very niche, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's give this a go, shall we? All right, Terrordactyl. Let's do the backing track with no leads. Thanks, Sarah. Turn the back down just a hair. Maybe not that much. Maybe I'll go back. Hold on. So normally I play it up here. But what if I play it down here? All right, cool. So I'm gonna play it down there first, then go up an octave. Chuck C, what's up? Is that Chuck Castleman? What is up, man? Good to see you. Illumination MMA. How long have you been playing? 27 years. I've been playing 27 years. All right, so let's go from the beginning of this section, shall we? One, two, three, four. Oh shoot, what do I do next? I gotta relearn that. Okay. So we're getting there. I think the only thing I still have to figure out is kind of that solo section. Can I play Hotel California? Yes, I can. All right, from the top, Terrordactyl. I'm gonna do it again. Sorry, y'all. This is what I'm practicing right now. I am just practicing Terrordactyl. Ah, shoot. I've got to work on that. Or do I want to go low at that with final riff? That might be the easiest there. Chuck, what key is it in? It's in A. It's like in A blues to start. So yeah. So if we think like A minor to blues, so there's like 3 different keys here. And I didn't do that on purpose. It's just kind of the way the song came out. So starting it with like an A blues pentatonic scale. So I'm just always pulling off to the A. Right? And then, so that's like just C, D, and D sharp, or E flat, whatever. So that all comes from the A blues scale. And then, just like you would in a blues progression, then it goes to D. What am I doing? So you've got your, over to the D, flat 7, major 6, perfect 5th, flat 5. So it's like, and then like a D7. So that's kind of what's happening there. And then it goes to, then it goes to A major, A mixolydian. Yeah. And then it stays there. And then the middle section of the song goes to C Lydian. Great, Tabby. What's up, man? Ah, thanks, Chuck. Appreciate it, man. How have you been? We need to catch up sometime. What guitar are you playing on these days? I think recently, not that long ago, you posted a pic of your guitar and your amp, but I forget. What are you playing from? Great to have you. Do I take requests? Sometimes. It depends on how much of an agenda. Like sometimes I just come on to hang out and like answer questions or whatever, and maybe play requests. Right now, I'm relearning one of my songs from 2022, Terrordactyl. It's an instrumental rock song. So I'm going to run this probably a couple more times and then hop off. I got to kind of get ready for my day. It's a Sunday, but I have kind of a busier. My Sunday is kind of a work day for me. Bum, 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 bum. It didn't used to be, but right now, Sundays are kind of busy for me. Right now, every days are kind of busy for me, but that's okay. It's that season of life. I always forget that. I was gonna maybe go wah. Let me start from the beginning of that solo, actually. I'm gonna back up. Oh wait, let me see. Let me answer. Let me see what Chuck said. Great Tabby, can you play Boca de Rosa by DeAndre? I mean, I don't know it off the top of my head. I'd have to listen to it and figure it out. Chuck C. I have a Jackson soloist. That's right. A Chub Tone Custom. Oh, I don't know what that is. ESP George Lynch Desert Eagle. Nice. Playing through a Soldano SLO. Sweet. And a 412 Mesa. Glorious. Way overkill, but sounds killer. Yeah, well, I mean, my Mesa is kind of overkill. Like, you can see it's not even on. I'm running through. Dude, remember you let me borrow your Friedman Runt 50? And I didn't get the 412 cab. I went for the oversized 212 cab because I compared the 412 and the 212 side by side. And maybe there's a big difference, but I couldn't really tell a huge. I couldn't tell enough of a difference to justify the price and wanting to deal with the size of that thing. But I mean, a 412 Mesa cab, you cannot go wrong with that. But I'm playing through my Friedman Runt 20 right now, and that's because you let me borrow your Friedman Runt 50, and I was so impressed with it that I went out as soon as I gave you back your Friedman. I went and got a Friedman Runt 20, and I've like every song I've recorded and pretty much this is like the amp I play through every day, and it's just running direct into my computer. Great Tabby. So I made a song in MIDI and it feels perfect, but should I add a guitar? I don't know. Do you think it needs guitar? I think the best way to find out is experiment with adding guitar. And then if you like it, cool. And if you don't, then nah. I can't answer that question for you. That is up to you, Great Tabby. Ah. Look at the octaves. Ah. Okay, I'll probably run this one more time and then hop off for the day. Great Tabby, it's in chromatic scale, so I can't add chords. That's the problem. I don't know. I mean, you could always just like double the melody, or even with chromatic, there's a way to add chords. You can totally do it. Chuck, I think I like the Runt 50 more than the BE 100. You know what? You know what's hilarious about that, Chuck? So there's my Runt and my BE 100 side by side, and I think I agree with you. The BE 100 is actually probably the most incredible distorted amp I've ever played through, but you got to crank it kind of loud. It has to be loud. But the Runt is just more practical. And when I pair it with my Greg Howe Lickbox distortion pedal, the Freeman Runt 20, like for whatever reason, that combination. I mean, for me, it's like the perfect guitar tone. I just love the sound of that combo. And then for just big beefy riffs, that BE 100 is pretty sweet. Great Tabby, how? I mean, I don't know without knowing what your song sounds like. I can't tell you exactly. Oh, here's how you could add chords here. Like I would have to know very specifically how your song goes. Yeah, that's not really something I can address here. But anyway, I'm gonna run this song one more time, and then I'm gonna hop off. But yeah, Great Tabby, I'd love to hear your song. Hear what you're working with. All right, here we go. Holy cow! Let's try that again. God dang it. All right, so I got to figure out with this back. I mean, if I do this with a band, it's no big deal. But if I play along to the backing track, I need like a click added to that part because I can't hear it well enough. Gosh, again. Great Tabby, is remaking it a different scale an option? Yeah, for sure. If you wanted to rewrite your melody so that you could fit more chords over it, you could. Or you don't have to add chords to that section. You would probably want to add harmony to parts of the song, but maybe the whole song doesn't have it, have harmony in there. Okay. Take 17 or however many. I gotta work at that solo some more. I think of that last power chord. We'll do like a big fat power chord, not just a little regular one. Okay, Great Tabby. The problem is it feels too simple. It just has a melody, drums, and percussion. So yeah, I mean, if it feels simple is not bad. But if it feels empty, then yes, you would probably want to add some kind of a harmony to it. James says, hey, what's up, James? Great Tabby, it has a time speed shift in the drums. That's cool. That's totally cool. And you speed up the melody for the verse. Yeah, That's all good. You can do that. Do I know Duality? I do know the song Duality. I don't know how to play it. I think I learned how to play the intro to it one time. It's a cool song. But yes, yes. Anyway, all right. So I think that's going to wrap up my practice time for my song Terrordactyl. So I think my set list that I'm putting together will include Froghopper, my most recent song, and then Terrordactyl for sure, and then probably like Orchidaceous and what's the other one with the big how's it go? Let me see. If I go to Bourassa Park, Bourassa Park. Oh, and then my new song, Chasing Wind, I'll probably do. And then what? I think I already put together. Oh, yeah, yeah. Triceratops, Orchidaceous, 90s Rock Party. That's not what it's actually called. Chasing Wind, Flying in a Satriani Dream, with not what it's actually called. Terrordactyl, and then what? Froghopper and End of Everything. And that is a 29-minute set list. I probably actually need to get rid of one of those songs. So, but those are the songs I'm gonna have ready to go. Gray Tabby says speeding up the melody does it make it pitch shifted? Not if it's MIDI. I don't think. I think if it's MIDI, the pitch stays the same. But I'm not sure exactly how you're creating your music, like what program you're using and all that. James, are Strats good for beginner, or would you recommend other guitar? I would recommend a Strat. I would recommend a Strat or a Tele because they're really durable. I would not get like an Epiphone or like a Gibson style guitar. They're a little too fragile. They can sound great, but they're a little, these are really robust. So yeah, definitely a Strat or a Tele are probably the most dependable beginner guitars. I wouldn't get the cheapest guitar you can find. I mean, if that's all you can afford, then that's okay. But I'd probably go like with a Fender made in Mexico Strat to start. That's what I started on, and I still have it. It's sitting right over there. Great Heavy, how do you avoid people stealing songs when you play them before releasing? I mean, honestly, like I've released so many songs and no one has stolen them because nobody cares. As long as you're the first one to put it out, like you can register, like here in America, you can copyright your songs and register them with the Library of Congress. But even if you don't, if you have proof that you were the first one to put out the recording, then I believe that'll hold up in court, but don't quote me on that because I'm not a lawyer. But like if you get to the point where someone's trying to steal your music, dude, then you win because that means you've gotten popular. I mean, Great Tabby, I wouldn't not put out music because you're afraid someone's going to steal it. Dude, just put it out there. Put out, if you feel proud of your music, put as much of it out there as frequently as you're able to. It's not going to hurt you to put your music out. James, yeah, man, you got it. Great to have you here in Italy. We have to register to. That takes lots of money. Yeah, if you think someone's going to steal it, then I would just find a way to budget for that. Like, okay, it's going to cost me this much money to get my song mixed and mastered and to hire musicians if you want to. Cool. And then I also have the expense of registering with the government for legal purposes, and just kind of factor that into your expenses. So it can be expensive putting out your own music, and it's just, you just gotta love it. You love it enough that you're like, I'm willing to spend the money and put all this effort into something that nobody might ever hear. You know what I mean? SIAE. Yeah, cool. Anyway, All right, y'all. I gotta start getting ready for my day. I think I'm gonna maybe hit the gym. I think I have time. I think I got time to go to the gym, so I'm gonna do that. Bye, you guys. Y'all have an excellent day. Gray Tabby. Yeah, well, Gray Tabby, aren't you all? You're young. You're young still. So give it time. Just keep writing music. Just put it out on like SoundCloud and all of that. I would just keep putting out your music, and then when you do start working full time, and you've got some extra money to register your music with the government, then then you can start paying for that. You know what I mean? Yep. Anyway, all right, you guys. Bye. Y'all have an excellent day, life, all of that. If you got questions about guitar lessons, if you want to take private lessons, I think I have a few. I have like 4 private guitar lessons, weekly guitar lesson spots open. You can email me, eric@unlimitedguitar.com. Or if you want to take my online lessons program, which is kind of a hybrid program, just check out unlimitedguitar.com. So that's like my main guitar lessons program. I've got a live call with my students later today, a video call, where they can ask me questions and like show me what they're working on, and we can answer each other's, we can talk in real time. Anyway, bye guys, see you later.